J Productions.
Okay, J Productions. For those that don't know you, like, who are you and how did you get into music?
I'm a music producer. I'm also a singer and songwriter as well.
Yeah.
And how I got into music, very good question. Since a young age, I've always been into music. With family, and we had loads of events, karaoke nights, and so I would always sing with my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, anyone, cousins, family, and so that's where it sort of generated from in terms of my music. My dad was always into reggae, so he loved his reggae sound. My mom, my culture's Indian, so she loved her Indian music. So it's a bit of a mix in the household. You walk in, you hear a bit of reggae, you hear a bit of Indian. It's a bit of a mix.
Very eclectic sort of
Exactly.
musical upbringing.
Yeah. So that's where it all stemmed from, because I started obviously doing that. I started singing, and then my mom, she was like trying to push me to make it further. I mean, when I turned 18, she was like, "Why don't you go on X Factor?" And I was like, no, I don't want to go on X Factor. I didn't want to be in front of everyone. Yeah. And so she was like, no, just go, like, look, fulfill your dreams, like one day when you're 40, 50 years old, you want to look back and know you've done something.
That's it.
And I was like, okay, fine. So then she took me to X Factor, we went, and I got to tell you, it was crazy journey. Yeah, because once we got there was a queue. Yeah. It was a crazy queue. It was a whole day.
Early days of X Factor.
Early days, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the queue was so long, we had to wait all day. I think it was like 8-hour wait. Yeah. And then eventually we got in. But I didn't know that you don't actually see Simon Cowell and all the people there. What you do see is the producers. Yeah. So it's not recorded or nothing like that. So I was like, cool. And what happens is they give you golden tickets. They say, right, if you get through, here's a golden ticket. Yeah. So cool. So I got a golden ticket and I was happy about it. Mom was ecstatic, everyone was excited. Yeah. And so what happened, unfortunately, at that time period, my grandma got really ill. And she got diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, yeah, so it happens. And so it sort of left, and she was like my second mom, to be honest with you, so it left me in a sort of very bad place. Yeah. So I never actually went back to X Factor, I never excelled, I never did anything, I left it, and then I think that was just the road I ended. And then from there, started making music just on my computer. I had the old box monitor PCs, and I had a headset, and the headset was broken, so me trying to record it, I was holding it like this, trying to sing along. So
where there's a will, there's a way.
That's it, yeah. So I was singing along with that, and then I used to record on that, and then literally from there forward, started making music on GarageBand, on the iPad, just little beats. Like, it wasn't anything major. And then for my birthday, I remember my family, they bought me a Logic Pro, which is a DAW, so obviously it's software that you can make instruments on. Right. And they surprised me, and when I saw that, I was over the moon. I was like, wow. I was like, wow, watch my beats now. Like, seriously, I'm gonna take it further. So that really helped me excel, because learning from that, I mean, it took me about a year to fully understand the ins and outs of Logic and learn it all.
Yeah, it's a craft. There's
exactly.
so much to it, very intricate.
It's so intricate. And so on the back side of that, I wanted to learn the piano. It's always been a passion of mine. Right. I love the instrument. So I remember my parents, they purchased me for Christmas, they bought me a piano, grand piano.
Oh wow.
Not the big grand pianos, right? The tilt up. The tilt up piano. So I was learning that, and then I picked up Adele, someone like you, started playing that. That's and learning the piano, and then eventually I just went on YouTube. I started learning everything on YouTube, and then I grasped my skills on the piano, and I learned that helped a lot when you're producing, because you need to know the keys, you need to know what key you're playing on, you need to know everything. So that's where I really excelled in my music, and started working with, I just went on Instagram. I thought, you know what, let me reach out to people. I didn't think in a million years anyone would reply to me. I just would reply, hi, I'm J Productions, music producer, I'm looking to work on, these are my beats, if you're interested, let me know. I would just send, I think, about 100 messages a day to celebrities, to artists, anyone.
Networking,
literally. I remember speaking to this guy from America, and he was a Spanish singer. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, I didn't care who it was. For me, music is a way of emotion. Doesn't matter what skin color, doesn't matter where your background is from, doesn't matter what age. music speaks a lot. So no matter who it was coming my way, I welcomed them. And so that's how I grew my network.
That's really cool, man. I'd describe you as maybe a multi-genre producer. Would that be how you see yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to categorize myself in one genre because I have so much love for music. If you went through my playlist on my phone, you'd see I'd have so many different songs. I listen to Whitney Houston. I love Whitney Houston. I think she's amazing.
Oh wow!
You know, I listen to Jagged Edge growing up. I used to listen to Jagged Edge all the time. Casey and JoJo.
Same.
Those are my favorites. Drew Hill, Cisco. You know, all of these people I listened to. So it wasn't. Then I started listening to UK music. Obviously, it was always around me, UK music. And so I started learning to listen to that Kano, Gigs, you know, and so that's where it all came from. So in terms of my sound, I don't have a specific sound. I go with a feeling. So if I'm in the studio with you, we're having a session, we just vibes in. I'll play an instrument, I'll play a few keys. And where that's gonna go, I don't know, but we'll make something, and something will happen. That's
cool. Now, so obviously you can play keys. There's a lot of producers that maybe can't play keys. They sort of go by ear for notes and stuff. But you got that on lock as well. That side of things. But do you sample? Do you rely on samples or?
It's a bit of both. I think. I think nowadays sample is quite a heavy subject because a lot of producers sample. And a lot of rappers and artists like the sample.
That's right.
They prefer to have a sample over something that you played on a piano. And so I had to. That was a craft I had to learn because I never picked up on sampling. It wasn't something I knew. I was so used to playing the keys and doing the X, Y, and Z.
All yourself. 100% organic.
So when I heard about sampling, I was like, how the hell do you sample? And then
it's another skill in itself.
Literally. And to be honest, the song that is out at the moment with Ibza One, I sampled that song. So the whole vocals are sampled from a Hindi song. So it's a Bollywood song that I've actually captured, and I sampled it and I put it into a drill song.
You made it heavy.
The minute I put that out on my YouTube, cause initially I just put it out, say I just did this, and then I had so many people message me saying, "Wow, this sounds amazing, this sounds mad," and then Ibs was like, "Save that one for me, you know, I want to do something with it." So
that's dope. There you go.
That happened there.
That's how that was birthed. That's
literally.
I love that, man. Obviously, your inspiration comes from various sources, but production-wise, like, where's your inspiration come from?
Production-wise, I've got to say Timbaland. When I used to hear Timbaland sample beats and sample songs, which I was just like, how? And he's just vibes in. I'm like, how has he done that? DJ Khaled's another example. I would listen to DJ Khaled beats on my phone, and I'd put it next to my ear, and I'd hear him do like a thing, and I'm like, how did he do that? Or how did he do this? And I'm crafting and I'm learning, and that was so inspiring for me because I was like, whoa, like I need to up my game because at one point I'm in the studio 8 hours, I come out like, this sounds amazing, and then I listen to a DJ Khaled beat, I'm like, yo, my one sounds whack. I need to work on this. So literally that's my inspiration. I'll be honest with you. When I hear these beats and I believe like a producer is different to a beat maker.
Yes, definitely.
So you could be a beat maker, you could sit in the studio, make a beat, that's fine. But being a producer I've learned is something even more.
It's like more interactive with the artist, with the person you're working with as well. And
because as I mentioned, I started off singing. I also songwrite, so I make a lot of music.
Oh wow.
And so when I'm with the artist and we're sitting down together, I would just hear a melody. I'll be like, I'll be like, put that in there. And we're working together.
You're adding these bits and pieces as well.
So in terms of lyrics and I'm helping the artist write. There's one song I've released called Angel Eyes with Monica J. I wrote the whole song.
Wow.
So I wrote the whole song, and Monica J sang it all. But it's just the way we work together is very, very great. So that's what I always believe is trying to influence being a producer rather than just a beat maker.
That's it. I think that's very essential. Definitely. How do you think your sound and style differs from other producers in the scene?
I believe everyone's got their sound, so every producer has their own sound, and sometimes as well it's not always that. Some producers do sound the same. I mean, you might have a beat that's very similar. Drill beats, it's very hard to have a drill beat that's going to be sounding different to another drill beat unless you sample it or something. So there are going to be a lot of beats that I make that might sound similar to something else, but what I would always try and do is add my own little sound to it. So I'd always add my keys. Even though I might sample something, I'll add the keys and I'll add like a flute or I'll add like a guitar in there or something. So there's always going to be my sound mixed with anything else. So I'd always make sure of that, or I'd always try and push an artist to do something else. So whereas if we're in a song and we're in the studio, and we're making a beat, instead of the artist just rapping, we're like, why don't you sing rap? Let's try that. You know, and then we'll try and sing rap, and then, you know, he might want to do it or she might not want to do it, but it's always good trying different things, and that's where I try and push my music. So at the moment I'm working with Mars, and I believe that he's got great versatility in his flow. He's got the deep voice, and, you know, the structure, how he comes across sounds amazing. So I mean, we're currently working on an EP together at the moment. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's something new, something fresh.
That's cool.
And I believe it's going to be a game changer. Yes. Not just for him, but for myself as well. It's going to be a stepping stone for everyone out there to see my production, because in the EP we've got a bit of drill, but then we've also got a bit of R&B in there. We've got a bit of slow rap. We've got everything. We've got a summer banger in there as well. Wow. So, you know, it's all there. Yeah. So literally, this EP is going to be the next step, and I always say, watch out for him. He's the next. He's next up.
Mars is the one. Having worked with so many artists already, who would you like to work with that you haven't? You know what I mean? That sort of that you want to work with.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would like to work with Eminem. I mean, as I said earlier, it's just an inspiration to work with such an icon. Yeah. And I think that his flow and his everything about his raps is just amazing. And I've actually, whenever I'm working, I always have like beats that I think, okay, this one will be good for like Eminem, or this one will be good for like a Drake or something. So I'm always inspired to work with anyone. You know, even Ed Sheeran, I would love to work with Ed Sheeran. I think he's such an inspiration. Like his music, how he started off, it's just an amazing story as well. So I'd love the opportunity to work with him as well. So
he's touched upon a lot of genres already.
Yeah, he's done a drill track as well.
Remix with Tion Wayne.
Yeah. So there you go. So there's so much going on that I would love to work with him as well. So there are quite a few artists out there I'd love to work with. Even UK artists, you name it. I mean, Dappy, Fredo. I'd love to work with these artists. So, you know, you never know, something might be in the pipeline. So we'll see.
It looks like you're doing bits and pieces, because I've seen like you making international type of moves as well. You know, like featured on the games.
Thank you. That was amazing. Yeah. You know, to feature on the games mixtape, I think that just took my career to something else. I think, you know, to actually speak to him and him say, yeah, you know, what you're doing is amazing, I like this song, like it sounds amazing, I would like to put it on my mixtape, what do you think? For me, I was just in awe. I was like, yeah, of course, go for it. But the truth be told, even behind when I first sent it to him, he loved it. But when I knew that he was going to put it in his mixtape, I said to him, hold on, let me just work on it a bit more, because I knew that it's going to go to such a big genre of audience that I need to step up a bit. And so I took it back and I worked on it even more. I did a sort of a mix, and I had like a change in the beat midway between the song. I'd done so much, and I was like, here you go, it's ready now. And he was like, yo, yo man, what you done there? It was mad. I was like, this is perfect. So,
you're definitely a perfectionist when it comes to everything.
Definitely.
Yeah, you probably really kind of have to be, especially being a producer.
Of course, because I believe once something's out, you can never go back and change it.
Take it back.
So that's going to be there for the rest of your career. So you've got to make sure it's perfect.
History, that's it. That's it. What are some of your proudest moments in your career so far?
I say one of the proudest moments obviously was on the games mixtape. That was amazing. But also meeting Apache Indian. Yeah. That was absolutely amazing.
Legendary. That's it.
Yeah. To meet him was. I think that was my game changer in the industry to really understand the ins and outs of the music industry. Because I'll be honest with you, when you come into the music industry, no one tells you this is how it's got to be. No one gives you an idea.
Guidance,
they're not. You don't know. You're coming into the industry, you don't know what's good, what's bad. So for me, it was like when I met Apache, it was like instantaneously there was a connection. Instantaneously. You know, we grew as friends and we grew as family. And he taught me everything from A to Z in terms of how to gain income from even putting out music. You know, how to register for it, how to to do, how to step your game up, where to go, what PR company to use, or everything that I didn't even know about. And so working with him truly excelled my career. And I believe that he guided me so much in the music industry. He took me to concerts, shows. I mean, we went on to British Music Awards, you know, and we was on the red carpet there, and I was alongside him, you know, backstage, people performing. It was amazing. And who does that? You know, who?
There's not many that will give you the time.
No one. I swear, no one does that. So it's absolutely amazing to have that support. So that changed my career.
Was that like through his academy? Because you're involved in
Yeah,
that as well.
because so he also set up an academy as well, called AIM Music Academy. And that for me was a big thing as well, because that's for anyone to come in. No matter anyone, any walks of life, no matter where you're from. You come into the academy, he'll welcome you with open arms, and obviously help you excel in life lessons, not just music, anything to do with anything. And if you've got any issues, he's there to support. And that goes behind music. So what is, how is he gaining by that? Why would he do that? So to do that just shows how amazing he is as a person and how humble he is.
Pure heart, bro.
That's pure heart. And so from there, I came to the academy, and I fell in love with everything that was going on, and so I became part of the team.
Oh wow!
So I came in. We used to help the team, help clean up, do this. Sometimes I had studio jam sessions. And it was absolutely amazing to be a part of that. It's actually in Birmingham, so I used to drive down. It took about 2 hours to get there. Drive down, be over there. And I'll do that every other week, and that's how I grew a relationship with Apache, to see what he did with all the people around him, and
So you feel like you're giving back, and you can give back as well.
Exactly.
Like, that's I know for me and for what we do as well. That's kind of the aim for us, to be able to give back and help other people. So,
and that's how you network and grow.
That's it.
And so it's amazing.
Apart from music, what do you do in your free time? What does J Productions do?
So in my free time, I'm always either just at football. I like to play a bit of football, keep active, especially in the studio, because you're sitting down a lot. You keep a bit active, so I tend to play a bit of football. I do like my games, don't get me wrong. I like to play a bit of Call of Duty. I do like that. I like to play FIFA as well, so I'm a bit of a gamer here and there. I'm not heavily gamer, but I do like to play the odd game here and there. Spend time with my family as well. As you know, I'm a family person, so family means everything to me. So spend time with family and my loved ones as well. Those are the most important things for me.
Are there any projects in the pipeline that you can tell us about? I mean, I've heard about the Mars thing as well. That's going to be epic. But is there some stuff that you can?
There is quite a few. The Mars thing, I'd say, is the biggest thing at the moment. So I haven't even told anyone yet. So to say on this interview is
it's a bit of an exclusive.
It's exclusive. I'll give you the exclusive.
We heard a little snippet as well. We feel very privileged.
Thank you. So I think for right now, that's going to be one of the biggest projects. I do have other projects that I'm working on. But I'd say the project that's going to be next will be that one. So that is a big one.
What are your goals and ambitions going forward, like as we near 2022?
Of course. So for me, for J Productions, I'd say it's anything to just work with new eyes. So what I will say is, if you are in New Eyes and you are interested and you're starting out, you don't know where to go, you haven't got a producer, or you like to excel your music or push your music further, just contact me, J Productions. J_Productions_ is my Instagram. So just get in contact with me, and I'm more than happy to welcome, and we can sit down and see what we can do together. So that's my dreams and goals, to help people who don't know where to go, what to do. I'm here for that support, and I'm here to help you.
Where can we find you online? Like, where can your fans
so Instagram. You can always find me on Instagram, Twitter as well. You can find me on Twitter, J Productions. It's at J Productions_ on Twitter. On Instagram, it's J_Productions_. So you can find me on there as well, and also Facebook.
That's cool.
So I'm on all social media.
Everywhere, right across.
That's it. Also on YouTube as well. So hit me up on there as well.
I'd like to find out more about this logo as well. Tell us a bit about this.
So initially, I always think, because that's a wolf. And I believe, for me, a wolf is always hunting their prey. And they're always eager to push and fight. Really, that's what I always saw. So for me, that's an icon for myself, that I'm that wolf that's always looking to fight and achieve and excel in my music career. So that's that symbol, really.
It
symbolizes me as an artist and as a producer.
That's dope. I like that.
Thank you so much.
That would look so sick as a chain or something. I think that would be.
So making that into like a pendant or like a chain, definitely. That's the next step.
I like that.
Thank you.
So obviously you play keys. I can see a guitar there as well.
Learning that at the moment.
Learning guitar as well. So your process as a producer doesn't stop. You're always trying to add new things to what you do.
Always. You learn the keys, but then you got the guitar. Once I do the guitar, I want to learn the violin. I think the violin is such an amazing instrument.
Oh wow!
I actually used to play the violin going back when I was 12 years old. I used to just start. I mean, I'm not going to act like I know how to do it, but it was like a starting lessons to back in school. I used to learn, like, you know, and I really took a liking to the violin. So that's another instrument that I love to learn.
That's cool.
And it's always about progressing yourself as a producer.
Cool.
Because the more you progress yourself, when you have an artist in, you can progress them as well.
Yeah.
And you guys can work together.
The more you can give them as well, the more that, you know, the more you can
exactly
do with
that.
Them. Yeah. That's cool. I like that, man. I like that. Well, Jay, it's been a pleasure to meet you, man. God bless, and thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming down, and it's been a pleasure to meet you guys as well.
Love it, bless.